Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Money Minute. My name is Mike Erickson, and today we have our managing partner, Vince Olfert, join us today.
It's good to be here.
Good to see you, Vince. So today we're going to talk about what I think a lot of Canadians think of when they think of retirement. How much is enough? How much do we need? So, Vince, when we're talking about retirement, where do we begin?
Yeah, that's a great question. It is probably the most common question that we get approached with initially, which is, how much do I need to retire?
How much?
$5 million. No, that's not true. It's not $5 million. But some people think that, right? They go, I need millions to retire. And the truth is every family person is different.
Right.
Like we have some people that are able to live on Canada Pension Plan and old age security, and they're still saving money. We have other families that are spending $250,000 a year, and it's like, it's okay.
Right.
It's just what your family is. So the key really is, how do we know how much you need to retire?
So where do we start when it comes to saving for retirement?
Yeah. So getting to the number that you need is actually initially very simple. And it is, how much do you spend right now? Right? Because you know what your lifestyle is right now. You know what life is like. Do you like it? Would you want to change it? So how much are you spending to have the quality of life you have right now? And that means budgeting, right? I know, boring, right? But it's important because that really is the framework that you build on. And so track expenses for 3 months, right? Like most people don't budget. They might track expenses occasionally. So if we track for 3 months, get our average numbers, add in the annual numbers like property taxes, car insurance, things like that, you get a pretty good idea pretty quickly. This is how much we spend per month. $7,000, $5,000, $10,000, right? It's different for everyone.
So once we have an idea of what we're spending each month and we've kind of figured out what we need to get to retirement, what are some of the things that will disappear when we get to retirement?
Yeah, and that's really step 2 is going, okay, here's what we're spending right now, which includes sometimes retirement savings like RSPs, mortgage payments, which hopefully will be gone if you own your own home. And so there's things that are going to disappear, but there's also going to be things that are going to appear, like hopefully traveling more. Maybe travel insurance is going to get more expensive. Like when you get over 80, it gets pretty expensive to get travel insurance. So you got to take those into consideration. Are you going to help your kids buy a home? That's a whole nother amount, right? Mm-hmm. So those are big things that you got to know. So once you have your original budget, you take out the stuff that's going to disappear, you add in the things that are going to appear, then you kind of go, this is in today's dollars, what it's going to cost us per year or per month to retire.
So some factors that we might need to consider are rates of return, inflation. What are other details that we might need to take into consideration?
Yeah. So this is where it gets a little more complex, and the help of a financial professional can come in handy because they've got software. They know the questions to ask. So we now know, here's how much we need per month in order to retire. Well, there's a bunch of assumptions that we now need to make to go, here's how much we need. So things like, at what age do you want to retire? How long will you be retired? What will the inflation rate be? What rate of return will you get? Canada Pension Plan, will you get the maximum amount or not? When would you take your Canada Pension Plan? Like there's all these variables that then all of a sudden get complex. But with the help of a financial professional, you can run those numbers well.
Vince, I think you hit on some great points today. I want to thank you for joining us, and be sure to check us out at www.connectwealth.com. I'm Mike. This is Vince. It's been fun. Good night.